So we're going to be covering full lymphatic massage. We'll be covering Qigong, a little breath work. I think I put that in the description. And we'll be covering something that I absolutely love, and it has to do with muscle testing, but it's done in a completely different way, and it's called dowsing. I've been dowsing for many years. My dad was unbelievable at dowsing. So let's get started on this, okay? So the lymphatic system is the sewer system of the body, and the lymph nodes, which they love to rip out of our bodies, are little septic tanks, just like you have at your house. But when they take that out, there's no place for the toxins to go for it to alkalize it from a 3 pH to a 6.5. I've covered this in other videos, but it's important to understand this is your sewer system, and every cell is a mini you. It eats and it eliminates, and the lymphatic system is what cleans that out. And if it's not there, it's like cutting the pipe off to your septic tank. Every time you flush the toilets, they're going to start backing up, and it's going to back right up into the house. The house, us. I've heard surgeries, people in group and stuff that have had surgeries, and as a favor, they took out 22 lymph nodes. Now that area was already struggling. So now there's no place for those acids to go, so they're going to start building. And they're going to cause edemas. They're going to cause all kinds of issues. So we need to keep those healthy and clean so that they can do their job. Because, you know, if we're having an issue with the heart, what's the heart made of? Cells. Having an issue with kidneys, what are the kidneys made of? Cells. Having an issue with our skin, what's the skin made of? Cells. Brain, cells. Eyes, cells. Teeth, cells. Bones. Everything is cells. And they may need different things, but they all basically need the same thing. Water, or proper hydration, nutrition, movement, not exercise. We way over exercise. Mentally, physically, way too much. We need to have oxygen through breath work. We need to ground to the earth, which I am right now, and I'm going to be doing some Qigong here. We're going to do some breath work for anxiety. People who are having an anxiety attack. Matter of fact, we'll do that right here, right now. So we're going to do 10 breaths. I tried to do this video yesterday, but it didn't go through, so I'm going to try it live. And one of the things that happened yesterday was I tried to do it through Zoom. It didn't work out so well. So I had some research to do there to figure out what happened. But anyway, here we are. We're live, and we should have a really good time. Now, I forgot to put the sock on here because there's quite a bit of wind here today. So hopefully this will help. And I'm going to have to move the camera a couple times. I already have tape on the tripod, so I know where to drop it, where to pick it up. So, breath work. We're going to do 10 breaths. They're going to be fast. This is for anxiety. So if you're having feel like anxiety is coming on, or you're in the middle of an anxiety issue right now, I'm going to do 2 breaths, and then we're going to do 10 together. We're going to go in through the nose, out through the mouth. Make sure to flex the chest. Get that. You're going to involve the abdomen. 2/3 of the fluid in your body is right here. We'll cover that more later. So 2/3 of the fluid in your body is right here. And that's all we are, is a bunch of cells, 2 major fluids. Blood feeds and oxygenates the cells. They eat, they eliminate, and the lymphatic system comes by and cleans up that waste and takes it to the lymph nodes. That's your body in a nutshell right there. And if it can't function properly because it's stagnant or it's sticky and it can't flow properly, you're going to have issues. If it's going too fast, you're going to have issues. If it's going too slow, you're going to have issues. So the whole thing about this master cleanse class, is figuring out your level of detoxification or cleansing your body, because we don't really detox. Detox is something you do once a week, once a month, once a year, whatever. Cleansing is every single day, because your body is building toxins 24/7 every single day. What you breathe, what you consume, what you hear, what you are drawn to, and all thoughts are magnetic. So if you're magnetically swept into the storm, you got to figure your way back out. And that's what's happening to a lot of us. There's so many lies and half-truths out there, we get pulled off course. So I'm going to do 2 breaths just to show you. Now when we lean our head back, this is really important. When you laugh, or when you're really laughing, a belly laugh, right? You tip your head back. And if you tip your head back, you can actually change your mood. Because people who have self-doubt and depression and anxiety, you know, they're like this. They're closed. They're closed off to the outside world, and they're shallow breathing. Stress and anxiety is right here. When you laugh, you open up. As you open up and you laugh, you feel better because you're putting endorphins into your system. And that's healthy and healing. And there are those that you go to certain buildings in our world, there is no smiling, there is no laughing, there is only this. Like you have to give up who you are to be there. And that's something that we have to be aware of and careful of. And we can go there and we can do that, but when we get outside, we have to shake that off, you know, get rid of that energy, that to me it's negative energy, and get to a positive energy. So anxiety attack, I'm going to show you 2 breaths. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do 10, okay? These are a little faster than the ones I normally do. But what you're doing is you're helping the body shed, eliminate that anxiety. Because you put it there, and you can take it out. It may be an action that somebody else did, but you accepted it as truth, and now you are suffering from that. And you don't even have to have them there. They could be a memory. And the thought will put you in anxiety, because a thought from the past is as real as the actual event, even if it's 20 years later. It still lives in you, that energy. And that's what we're going to eliminate through the master cleanse and understanding. So here we go, 10 breaths. Now we're going to do a slow breath. We're going to align our body. Shake that off. It's important that we shake our body, because that's what the body wants to do. Whenever it's eliminating something, if you have a cold or the flu or whatever you have, right? Your body starts shaking. MS, your body is shaking. It's trying to shake off that dis-ease that's in your body. I was thinking about this. I spoke at an MS group meeting. One of the people there had MS, but it was only on one side of his body, because the body's split down the middle. The left and right half don't even know the other half exists. Same with the brain. One is creative, the other one is analytical. But we're too much. When I say too much mind, we're in the mind too much, and we can't, it closes the heart. Because we expect tomorrow to be exactly the same as today. And that's what causes depression. And we have to break that story, break that mold, and start over. Even if we have to leave where we are or what we're doing. It's important to understand that you control all of that, and you feel more like a victim. Well, we're not victims. We're victims of our own thoughts, our own beliefs, yes. But we can let those go. I think I mentioned in another video, we have these electronic connections in our brain, and this is a belief. Whether it's true, false, whatever it is, it's a belief. And a paradigm shift is a new thought, and it can shift like that, or it could take 2 years in the back rolling around, right? And all of a sudden, this new connection comes, and this one releases, and you have a whole new thought pattern, a whole new belief system, right? That's a paradigm shift. So let's do some Qigong. Let's see, I'm going to drop this down so you can see my feet, because that's important. So my feet here, there we go, I see. What we're going to do is we're going to be moving from one side of our body to the other, and we're going to raise our heel on the foot that has the least amount of weight on it. And what this does is it moves every joint in the body. Every joint. And what benefit does that have? It causes more blood to get into the joints, especially people that have arthritis. You're going to have to really take your time, and you might only be able to move this much. Well, only move that much. Don't be gentle with yourself. Don't force it. We're not here to force anything. And we're just going to do this. Nice and gentle. Lift your foot. That moves all the bones in your feet. And the reason we're doing this first, and we're going to do the lymphatic next, the lymphatic massage, is this is loosening up the tissue in the body. It's putting blood and lymph through the body. You can even tell your body to release whatever dis-ease is in there, and it will start to loosen it up and let it go, because you're the only one that can let it out. You can bend over a little. You can do this. I'm just showing you different ways to do this. Turn your head that way. You can go with it. You can go around, frontwards, backwards, and if you can only do that, if you have an issue with one arm and not the other one, well, do this one this way and do this with the other one, because it's important that you get the joints moving. It hydrates them by giving them blood and oxygen, and the lymph can get in there to clean it, and it will start cleaning all that stuff out of there. It's dehydration in the joints is what it is. That's all arthritis is. You can give it any name you want to. If it ends in is, gastritis, pancreatitis, arthritis, thrombosis, bronchitis, all acids. That's what that is. It means acid. If you do this 5 minutes a day, all your aches and pains will go away. If you do this 20 minutes a day, because this is medical, this right here, this will heal. You do this 20 minutes a day, and I don't care what's wrong with you, it'll fix it. Because everything in your body is moving. And what happens is we get set in our ways, and when we get set in our ways, you've heard people say that, oh, he's just set in his ways. Mentally, you've stopped. Like, some people are stuck in 1970 or 80 or 90, right? The good old days. Well, when you're stuck in those, your ability to move forward lessens because your body is starting to solidify. It's actually starting to harden. It's turning to stone. And as we know, water doesn't putting in it to loosen it up? No, you use liquids, you use water, you use the master cleanse. And the master cleanse, I don't know if you know this or not, but water is acidic. That's why it's a solvent. That's why it's used to clean everything. Because it goes in and it starts to break things down. Well, you add the master cleanse to the water, it's incredible. And I use distilled water because it carries an electromagnetic charge. And any inorganic material that's in your body carries a positive electromagnetic charge. So when you're drinking this, they're magnetically bonded to all the inorganic material in your body, and it starts flushing it out. You go too fast, it can hurt. You go too slow, it can hurt. You got to find that sweet spot for you and your body. The balance between cooked food and live food. The balance between liquids and solids. That's all we're doing. There's no great secret. So let's get into some lymphatic massage. And I'm going to drop this down. Hope you don't mind here. Try to be as careful as I can dropping the camera here. So what I want you to be able to see, and I'm going to kneel down. You can put your foot on a chair, you can do whatever you want. Make sure because I can't really see my feet in this because I got that sock on there. So the top of your foot, right here, if you have any edema or anything in there, any swelling, you're going to pull that up like this. And right here, this area right here, this is hard. And if you have a sac there, then you're having issues with your heart. Well, the best way to get that out of there is to just drag it like this. And you're going to drag it up, and you're going to go under the leg, right under the knee like this. That's all I'm doing. These are lymphatic pathways. And you're helping to pull that up. And you can do the whole area, but you really want to focus on these areas because the lymph runs through here. And you want to be gentle. And as you're doing this, you may feel some lumps and bumps and they may be sore. Just spend some time rubbing them. Not hard. This can take time to get this out of here because this is hardened tissue. And it goes right up and it goes right up through. And then like you have your hands in your pocket, right? You pull it up. Now, there are those who will tell you not to pull things towards your heart. But your kidneys are here. And you need to get that up there, and I believe that the body will take care of that. And then you're going to do the same thing with this leg, with this foot, with this ankle. And if you don't know how many times to do it, try 10. Just do 10 times. And you can do the whole thing. Because the whole idea is to soften tissue and get it pliable again. When you have edema in your feet, it really hurts. And it hurts to press on it and drag your fingers up. Just be gentle, but keep doing it because that tissue is solidifying. And you need to loosen it up. When you go to the hospital and you have edema in your feet and ankles, they wrap them with elastic bandage, right? And what that's doing is it's pushing it through the congestion and up, and that's why the swelling goes down. Well, why wait for that? Why not hydrate now and start working with your body and keep this tissue pliable so things can flow the way they're supposed to? I mean, that's how it works, right? So, let's see, let's do the upper. I didn't do the upper, I was going to do the full thing. So here, we're going to go out and right around the ear. Can't really see myself in here, but hopefully you can. So we're going to start right here, and we're going to go right like your glasses would go, right behind your ear, and you can put one finger behind your ear and the other one in front. So when you come around, you're going to split your fingers and you're going to drag right down your neck, right to this spot right here. And out here, we're going to drag it down. Now you may feel some congestion in your throat, and if it gets too heavy, just stop and deal with that. And every time you do this, it'll move it, and eventually it will clean it all out of there. This is for sinuses. You can do both on one side if you want to. And you don't have to push that hard. All the lymphatic pathways are just under the skin. So that will help with that. Now we're going to go under the eyes. This is kidneys right here. So if you're not sleeping a lot and you have big puffy bags under your eyes, that's lymphatic waste caught there. It's stress, it's tension. Okay? And we're just going to drag that. Just going to drag it out and go right down, right here. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to do under the arms. This is really important. A lot of people have a lot of edema or a lot of swelling in these areas. And you can rub back and forth, but up is good. And do 10 times. Just be gentle. We're going to take the hand and we're going to split it right in half. We're going to put half on our ribs and the other half below. This will massage kidney and spleen. And we're just going to move that. And move it down if you want. It doesn't, your body's going to take care of it. And you can rub, just rub your whole body. And the electrical system will fire up. It'll wake you up. Another thing to do, and I prefer to do this laying down, but because of the camera here, we'll do it this way. Just start pressing gently on your stomach. There is a massive amount of nerves right here, so you don't want to get too crazy in here pushing. Just push gently. If you find a sore spot or a lump, it could be a fatty tumor, it could be a lymph node, it could be God knows what, right? When you find a sore spot, just gently massage it. You're massaging whatever that is there. That's dense tissue. And that's why it hurts when you push on it. It's inflammation. And inflammation means to be inflamed, to be on fire. It's heat. And heat hardens everything. When you cook food, first thing it leaves is hydration. So when you have a hot spot in your body, it's pushing the hydration out of it, and it can't feed, it can't clean itself, and it just gets worse and worse until you get in there and you start moving that tissue around, and you start hydrating and doing proper movements and breath work, and that will clean that all out. You can massage your love handles if you have them, rub them if you got them, right? So this is the whole thing. When you get up in the morning, you can actually start by just tapping your face after you do your breath work. Top of the head and the back of it, right where that little point is in the back of your head. If you just tap that, that'll wake you up, especially in the afternoon if you're working. You tap that, it's like drinking a cup of coffee. It just, bam, it wakes you up. And then you can start on the sides, go right down the shoulders. You know what else this does? It strengthens the bones in your body, because impact is what strengthens bones. Too much, they break. Not enough, they get weak. And what else causes weakness in the bones? Not enough hydration, not enough nutrition, not enough proper movement, grounding to the earth because you're changing your electromagnetic field in your body, and breath work. We're breathing in the electromagnetic field that's all around us, the ocean that we live in. And you can, I'll put that back, well, yeah, I'll put it back up. And we'll see, I think I got it too high. So you're doing this, right? And you're slapping and you're doing the back. But you go right down your legs. Attacked by squirrels here. That's how you wake yourself up. You're breathing, you're moving, you're getting the electrical system charged. When you go to bed at night, you can just do soothing massage, hot bath, nice cup of tea, chamomile, lavender. These are all relaxers. You do slow, deep breath work. Start about an hour before you go to bed. Turn off the media. Put music on that you love to listen to. And just relax. About an hour before you go to bed. It will help you sleep and rest. Staying hydrated too. So that's basically the lymphatic massage. It's free. Almost everything I'm showing you is free to do. It's just stepping out of the matrix, and that's why we need to get back to communities. Matrix, the matrix, you're watching me in the matrix right now. So it's good to have a live community, because the only way you get out of a live community is if you leave or you die. That's the only way to get out of life and the communities that you're in. But in the matrix, all I have to do is flip a switch and you're gone. And that's what you're watching me in right now, is a matrix. Does that mean that I hate it, or that no, I don't. I think it's amazing that we can share all this information freely, somewhat these days. But now we're going to go to the extension of your electromagnetic field, because it's not just in us, it's outside of us. And these are dowsing rods, and I have videos that show you how to make these free. Now they're not going to be this quality, and they're not going to have this handle, but you can use a straw. You don't even need a handle, but this handle allows it to swing. And if you don't know what these are, first thing you do, especially if somebody else has had them, is you wipe them off and you throw the energy that was on them right to the earth. That's why we're standing on the earth. We're standing on the earth, and it's pulling negative electromagnetic fields out of our body. So, is my name Gary? Yes. Is my name Jeff? No. So my name is Gary? Yes. There isn't anything you can't ask these. Are cupcakes good for me? No. Are bananas good for me? Yes. What direction? Now, we all know that there's vortexes everywhere, right? We are a vortex. The Earth is flying through space at thousands of miles an hour, and it's going around the sun. Behind all of the planets that are spinning is a vortex. So it goes off almost to infinity. We're part of that. And there are vortexes in the ground. One side, it goes right straight through the earth. And the reason I keep coming back here to do videos, I just did this yesterday, I'm on a vortex right now. So where is the closest vortex? Is it the biggest vortex? Here. Biggest vortex here. No. It has to be yes or no questions too. What direction is the biggest vortex in? Over that way. Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it neutral? No, don't tell me. Is it 10 feet away? 20 feet away? So it's 20 feet away. Is it a positive one? Yes. The one I'm on, is that positive? Yes. It's unusual to have two that close together. Unless it's all the same one, but I think it's a separate one. Because it would tell me if it was the same one. Is it the same one? No. This is like an antenna on your car. It's picking up frequency. Well, we're the antenna. Our pineal gland is our antenna that sends vibrations out into the universe and picks them back up. And that's why I call it the first eye, because it's coloring the lens we see the world through. And if it's magnetically out of balance, we will see the world magnetically out of balance. There'll be hate and anger and confusion and depression and self-doubt. But when you're in balance, you will see the world completely different because you're looking through a different lens. Uh-oh, got a low battery here, so I gotta hurry up. Oh, okay. So I got a low battery, so I gotta hurry up. It's always something, right? It's life. So, I just wanted to show you this, and this is an extension. It's like an antenna on your car. You're picking up frequency. That vortex, there's water down there, and it will tell me is the water beneath this vortex 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet down. So 30 feet below me, approximately. This is pulsating. There's like a hole, and the water's running by it, and it's shooting up in it, and it's pulsating, and it's causing a vibration to come up through the earth, and my body can feel it, but it takes, for many, an antenna to understand it. Now, many times when I'm out, I can feel the vortexes in the ground without these. You feel like you're home. You ever go someplace strange and you just feel so comfortable, and then you walk 100 yards and you go, oh man, I don't know if I should. That's a negative vortex. And you're feeling the vibration of that. And it can cause headaches and disruption. So when they go in and they build a house, nobody's looking at this stuff anymore. They build a house and they put a bedroom over a negative vortex. You're getting bombarded with that all night long, and you will get sick, especially children. So we have to really be wise and be thoughtful of what we're doing and how we're doing it if we want to be healthy. You know, all your big major churches from years ago were all built on gigantic vortexes. And when they would hand out the wafers, the podium and that spot was right in the center of a major vortex. And when you'd walk into it to get that wafer, it would change your electromagnetic body, and you would feel better. And that's what kept people going back. It was visual stimulation, it was physical stimulation, it was emotional stimulation, and that's why they kept going back. And why they keep going back today. So, I love you guys. I hope this helped you understand that the electromagnetic field rules the world and everything in it. But remember to stir, to shake that juice and get that vortex running in there, to oxygenate, because that loves to water or liquids. This is liquid sunshine. Liquids love to splash and play and swirl. You know, you go to a brook and you see it, and it's falling over, and it's falling over rocks, and it's waves, and that was the other thing I wanted to cover. Let's see that if I got enough. Yeah, right here. 2/3 of the fluid in your body is right here. So when you breathe and you're expanding your stomach, then your chest, and you're exhaling, think of a wave in the ocean, right? Well, if there's a wave in the ocean and you can harness it, it'll generate power. When you're breathing and you're doing this, you're generating power. And the beauty of it is, you're generating more power than you're burning by doing Qigong and doing breath work. And that goes in to help heal the body. It opens the heart, just like laughter. And because the heart is open, it produces more energy. This is 5,000 times more powerful than the energy of the brain. So it's important to understand This is what we need to open, and it is exactly what the people who are trying to control us are shutting down. That's why they don't like laughter, they don't like dancing, they don't like anything that has to do with joy and happiness. If it can't be weighed, measured, and seen in some way, it's considered not to be real. That's why they don't understand the mind. They only have the brain. Because the brain is physical, they can see it. Well, the electromagnetic field that goes out from the body, that's the mind. And we have to turn the brain off in meditation for the mind to open. And then we're connected to the collective consciousness of the world where all information is held. In the last video I talked about that little drop of water. You cannot put enough information in that drop of water to fill it. And we're 70% water. And when we open, we get that atom part of our body to open, which is connected to turning the brain off. You're no one, nowhere, no place, no time. Right now, you're someone, somewhere, someplace, sometime. That's the brain. The mind is no one, nowhere, no place, no time. And when we shut the brain down and the mind opens, it connects to the field, and all information of the entire history of the universe is available to us without even thinking about it. Because you're already connected to it. This knows how to heal. This knows how to be manipulated. Because we're programmed to do it. That's what school is, an indoctrination. And right now people are fighting to get their kids back in school. Teach them to meditate. They may not want to, but teach them to daydream. Because what's a daydream? It's the pineal gland shutting the brain down, or the brain is shutting down. The pineal gland is turned on. The mind is open, and they are not where they are anymore. That's how you know if your pineal gland is working or whether it's calcified. You read a book, and 2 hours goes by, and you go, wow, where did that go? That's because you left your brain and your mind open. A movie, anything, I don't care what it is. If you lose time, you're not in your body, you're in the field. So anyway, I hope you guys found this helpful. See you in the next video. This is a bonus video. So I'll be doing part 5, I think, today. It's starting to rain right now. I was hoping I could do part 5 right here. But anyway, love you guys. See you in the next video.